Yo, what's good? Episode 167, Stash House Podcast. Your boy Tyler checking in. First time listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in weekly, salute. And it's just an episode. We saw some topics you may want to hear about. Salute to you as well. Like, share, subscribe, retweet. Whatever you do to help support the podcast. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Everybody listen on different streaming platforms. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor app, YouTube viewers. What it do? Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, leave reviews. All in all, hope everybody had a great week, great weekend. I don't know about everybody else. My past 3 weeks, going on a month, been a lot to get accomplished, but I've been getting it all done. You know, slow motion better than no motion, as they say. But yeah, I still got another week to go, man. Quick reminder, I know a lot of people thought last week was the first episode and all that, but that's not the case. Got a whole catalog, but I said weeks ago, this the last episode until May 31st. I believe that's the last Tuesday of this month. I'm going on vacation, so I'm getting ready for that, getting prepared for that. Much needed vacation. I can't wait for it. I'll come back and tell you guys all about that. But just a quick reminder before I get things going. This episode, then I'm taking a 2-week break, and I'll come back the end of May. And like I said last week, I couldn't get too deep into it, but like I said last week, man, a lot of new things going on with the podcast, a lot of new content coming. We'll get some guests coming up here throughout, you know what I'm saying, here and there. Chat with me, you know what I'm saying, get some things they want to get off their chest or whatever the case may be. If you got beats, if you want to do drops, if you got something to promote, let me know, man. Like with the YouTube visuals, a lot of different things can come into play right now. So I'm looking forward to it, man. Thank everybody for the feedback, man, from the last episode. Once again, shout out my boy Dylan. He joined me for the first part. And yeah, I said it time and time again, man. Like, just bear with me. Like, even with this now, just because I'm doing videos now doesn't mean that, I'm comfortable now. Like, now I want to bring in guests, get different opinions about different topics that I don't even touch on. Because sometimes I just want to sit back and, sit back and relax and just listen to somebody else talk. Like, I've been putting in work on this podcast for a minute, so I want to get the behind the scenes aspect. I know I'm more behind the scenes guy, so I want to get it to where, if I want to take off but still have an episode, I can bring in a homeboy and a homegirl who can, like, special guest host, you know what I'm saying, talk about what they want to talk about, especially if it's like a slow news week or something like that. Bring them in, let them talk about what they want to talk about. I can work the boards, work the cameras, whatever the case may be, man. So just because I'm on YouTube now and doing this doesn't mean like, okay, I'm comfortable now. I'm going to let the work do it. You know what I'm saying? The work do what it do. But no, I want to learn more as I'm going, like learn more topics, bring in different people. And that just, if anything you take away from this podcast, man, just go for yours. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's podcast, the music, you want to be a doctor, lawyer, dentist, basketball player, whatever it is, man, you got to put in the work. You got to do the research. You know what I'm saying? Then by the time you get to your main goal, it doesn't even feel like I don't say you feel like you didn't accomplish nothing, but you like, damn, okay, if I just stay focused, put in the work, do what I need to do, learn what I need to learn, it's going to come easy to you, man. So if you take anything away from my podcast journey or whatever the case may be, just put in the work. As Charlamagne said in his book, man, if you got to put the weed in the bag first. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're doing this doesn't mean, oh, I want to get a tattoo or something. And you say, oh, I can tattoo. I know how to draw real good. I can do a tattoo for you. Oh, okay, cool. You got any work I can see? Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about tattoos, so that's probably a bad example. But do you got any, like, paintings or drawings, whatever the case may be, that you can show me? No, I don't got that. I can draw real good. I did it a couple years ago, but fam, you got to show me some work you did first before I can, you know what I'm saying, let you tap my body up. Or if you do hair or something, like, yo, do you know how to do locks? Can you do locks this long? Like I got mine. This ain't like no pitchy locks. I got locks, but can you show me some work that you done, the products you use? You got to have a form of reference for people, man, to fully believe in you from the go. You know what I'm saying? We go believe in you, but if you don't show that you put in the work, you just want things to come to you. Sorry, but the world ain't made like that, man. The game ain't meant to be easy. When you playing Madden and 2K on easy mode, you're like, fam, why do people play this game on easy mode? No, you got to boost the difficulty level up. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, with this video production, man, I wouldn't say I was scared to learn the equipment, but I was like, okay, learning the equipment, recording, editing the right way, editing for YouTube, presenting it to the world. Like, it's different when I'm just talking. You can just listen to me talk. Now I'm presenting myself. I'm showing my face more. So you got to jump through the hurdles, man, to get to where you need to go. And if anything you take away from this podcast, man, just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the leap. Take the leap of faith. You never know what could happen, man. Your life can change in a moment. But once again, I just want to thank y'all for sticking with me throughout these past years, throughout all these episodes, man. Like I said last week, man, a lot more to come. But this week, only one place we can really start, man. First, the boy Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar. And if you know what I'm saying, watching this on YouTube, you see I'm just trying to get things situated right now. But the boy Kendrick Lamar, man, this weekend, man, Mr. Morales and the Bitch Steppers is dropping. Now, y'all know, throughout this podcast, throughout all these years, I've been talking about different artists, different albums, mixtapes, 2-packs, 3-packs, videos, whatever the case may be, from a wide range of artists, from R&B to rap, of course. I'm trying to find a good time to drop my rock and roll playlist. I'm trying to find a good time to do that. Like, that's been created a long time ago, but I might just throw a random rock playlist out there one day. But through all that, y'all, I can truly say this album is the album I've been waiting for. Not only since I started this podcast, but just been waiting on. His last album, Damn, came out 2017. I'm not going to say I've been waiting 5 years for it. Definitely 2020, 2019-ish. So I'll say a good 2.5 years. I've been waiting on a new Kendrick project because I know he takes his time with projects already. So from about 2019 to definitely 2020, I've been waiting on the Kendrick project. Now we have it, Mr. Morales and the Bitch Steppers. First, the rumor that it's supposed to be a double disc. I'm not sure if it's being approved or confirmed yet, but it's a rumored 2 disc. He posted a picture from his Oklahoma website, him holding 2 CDs, master copy, and one says Steppers, the other one says Morale, and it looks like he's holding a book that says Mr. Morale and the Bitch Steppers, Kendrick Lamar. If it's a 2 disc, man, I'm not mad at it. Oddly enough, in my group chat, we had a conversation the day before this came out. We had a conversation about Tupac albums, just random group chat discussions, and everybody was saying how All Eyes on Me is the more popular one because it's the double disc, straight out of jail, go to death row. It was just odd being that, everybody got the whole Kendrick Lamar Tupac thing going on. It was just odd that the day before this came out in the group chat, we was talking about the Tupac albums. But like I said, his last solo album was 2017 with Damn. Do not forget, he posted the note or whatever you want to say, the memo to people, his fans, months ago, saying this is his last album on TDE. Not a bad breakup, of course. He's always TDE, just paperwork-wise now. He's not TDE. He got his own company, PG Lane, and even everybody from TDE saying, yo, it's all love. We still family. Like, that's what we wanted Kendrick to do. This is what our company is made for our artists to grow, not only as artists, but as human beings. And if he grows to the point where he wants to start his own company, we 100% backing him up. And that's how it's supposed to go, man. You hear so many stories about artists and the record label owners and all that. When they split, it's a bad split. Good to know that Kendrick Lamar, who's probably the flagship artist at TDE, when he wants to go a different direction, his company, TDE family, they all 100% behind him. And like I said, he always TDE. Like, he is TDE. It just paperwork-wise is going to be PG Lane now. He's starting his own thing. I believe it's him, Dave Free, who directs a lot of TDE music videos throughout the years, a lot of Kendrick Lamar videos throughout the years. And I believe Baby Keem, who's Kendrick's cousin, I think he's the only artist I know of right now, of course, besides Kendrick. I think he's the only artist I know of right now that's on PG Lane. So salute to Kendrick, man. Moving on, PG Lane, supposed double album, which I know I got to get my expectations for it, man. And just to let the cat out the bag, I'm biased. But y'all know when I'm biased, I'm not going to say automatically, oh, it's a classic before it's dropped. I'm not that biased, but I'm biased, man. I mean, everybody got their favorites. I've been seeing y'all for the past 4 or 5 years with these Twitter posts, Facebook posts, and having conversations. Drake, Cole, Tyler the Creator, Everybody has dropped within the time span of 2017 to 2022. Everybody has dropped something. Nas, Jay-Z, Kanye, Drake, Cole. Everybody has dropped except Kendrick Lamar. So I feel like within a 5-year span, if I let people get theirs off about their favorite artists, how many numbers they did, the lyrics and the beefs and the music videos, I feel like now is a good time for me to just step out and just let y'all know all that shit been cool. It's been great to see. I've enjoyed it clearly because I started a podcast within the time frame. But now shit's about to get real. The boogeyman, as they like to call him, of the rap game is back. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Morale, the Big Steppers. All right. Now, where can I start with this? It's been a long hiatus. I said it already. 5 years. It's been a long hiatus. So, yes, the pressure is on. He got to live up. Like I said, just because I'm biased doesn't mean I'm going to be blind to the fact. Yo, he got to come with it, y'all. 5 years. And y'all know I always say, every time I think Kendrick about to drop or I thought he was about to drop, y'all know my main thing. One, he's a human being. So, of course, with all this going on in the world, he's going to have that. But my thing is, yo, Kendrick has taken some losses. I ain't even talking about his personal life. Just Nip, Matt Miller, Kobe Bryant, those three off rip. I'm like, yo, Kendrick got a lot to say. Just about Nip, Mac, and Kobe, you know what I'm saying, tragically passing away. I just feel like Kendrick got a lot to say about that alone. So now I'm not even talking about the record business and his personal life yet. I'm just speaking on the losses in the music game that he's taken since Damn dropped. So I think he's going to come with it. I got it in my clear mind that Kendrick is definitely going to come with it. And for me, man, I know everybody thinking, yo, why is Kendrick that guy for me? Like, y'all know my 5, not on no lyrical miracle or no whatever. 5 people, when I get 40, 50 years old and my little cousins or my kids ask me, Dad, or hey, cuz, who was the 5 people you grew up listening to? It's always going to be Wayne, Gucci, Kendrick, Currency, and really that 5th spot is still out in the air. I can throw Cole in there. I can throw Drake in there. I can throw Wiz in there. It's a lot of people I can throw in that 5th spot, but those four, Gucci, Wayne, Kendrick, Currency, those are my 4 who I'm riding or dying for. You know what I'm saying? So for me with Kendrick, man, he just checked all the boxes. For me personally, he checked all the boxes. Lyrics, albums, of course. I think albums is what ultimately put him up there for me above everyone else. His music videos, just what he stand on, what he speak about. He don't be in no drama, no timeline, rumor, mills, nothing like that. He just be to himself. And it was times in his career where he could have switched up. You know, after Good Kid, Mad City, he could have definitely switched up. After Pimp a Butterfly, he could have went on his whole Kanye rant. You know what I'm saying? That really felt like he could have went on several rants after To Pimp a Butterfly. From the reaction it got to the content of the album, he could have went left at that. All the different situations with different artists taking shots at him and he taking shots back and they don't respond. He could have spoke up about that, but he just stay cool, stay mild. Don't bother me. I won't bother you type situation. If we want to put it on record, we can put it on record. I mean, multiple times from the Control verse with Big Sean and Jay Electronica where they got everybody, all the rappers mad at him saying he was the king of this and king of that. And everybody came back at him and he still was unfazed. The Big Sean situation in 2017 when Big Sean was taking shots and then Kendrick was like, all right, say Candyman and you go see what happened. And you saw Big Sean took his tail and went back with Jhené Aiko. I think it was 2013, 2014 BET Hip Hop Awards where he did the cypher about Drake. Yo, I got a sensitive rapper back in his pajamas and like tell him to leave me alone too. So we seen Kendrick go up against a lot of people. It just, when the person come at him and he come back, the person just be like, all right, I'm gonna just relax because Kendrick is really Kendrick. And it just, that's what it is for me. Like, bruh just check all the boxes, in my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. He just checked all the boxes. And just seeing this cryptic-ass picture he posted with the 2 CDs, it's like, fam, you're just telling me, yo, I got so much to get off my mind. If it's a double disc. But if it's not a double disc, I'm just guessing it's going to be at least 20, 21 records on it regardless. But just the fact that it might be a double disc gives me a lot of hope because it's a lot of things that Kendrick can get off his chest. And this is where we at now with his album, discography, if you ask me. If you go from Section 80, Section 80 feels more like I don't know what the correct term is, prelude, the one that comes before, but it felt more like a right before Good Kid, Mad City, even though it technically is the album before Good Kid, Mad City. Even the content, this is more like a Section 80 feels more like okay, what do I see in the world? You know what I'm saying? I'm stepping out. What do I see in the world? And we got that content. Good Kid, Mad City. Okay, I told y'all what I'm seeing currently. Let me tell y'all a little bit about me, where I come from, how I was raised. I'm gonna put my mom and my dad, the voice recordings, me and my homeboys, voice recordings. I'm giving y'all my first full debut major label album is basically a story about my upbringing. A good kid in a mad city from Compton, California at that. Not just a little bitty town you heard that was, you know what I'm saying, filled with crime and all that. I'm from a legendary city in California, Compton. I'm signed to Dr. Dre from Compton, NWA. You really couldn't miss with Good Kid, Mad City, man, in my opinion. Then we go to Pimp a Butterfly. Pimp a Butterfly, basically how it feels to be black. That's the one he got a lot of heat on. I know a lot of people saying, Tyler, what is about To Pimp a Butterfly you like? Fam, I grew up in a household, my mom loved Snoop Dogg. So I grew up on that Parliament Funkadelic. I grew up on that. So that his production on that alone what got me. Like These Walls and, of course, All Right, King Kunta and all that, Institutionalized, all that. You know what I'm saying? How much it costs, how much $1, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like all that is what really had me like, okay, this album, I see why people might not like it, but for me, it still checked all the boxes, man. I'm going to separate myself from what's going on now and give y'all straight up black. You know what I'm saying? Straight up blackness. Untitled, Unmastered. Yo, my rough draft's better than what y'all putting out. That's all Untitled, Unmastered told me. Yo, my rough drafts is better than what's going on now. Damn, more of the, I guess the more you want to say mainstream, but he's still giving you the realness. Like, yo, this is just too easy for me right now. This is too easy for me right now. I'm going to drop down and I'm going to leave. I'm going to hiatus for 5 years. It's just too easy for me right now. And speaking of damn, I want to say damn was right before the streaming boom. I know Views, Drake Views, Kanye, Life of Pablo, those were like albums where, okay, we seeing what this streaming thing is about. But honestly, for me, I don't think I really start paying attention to like what is a stream, how much a stream worth until, I mean, it's gonna sound wild, but when Cardi B, Bodak Yellow came out, that's when I was thinking about, that's when I started hearing more about, her streams. This one song counted for such and such for her album. So when her album released, it was already like gold or something like that because of Bodak Yellow stream. So I want to say Cardi B, Bodak Yellow, the first time I started seeing stuff about streams and how it counts to your albums like that. You know what I'm saying? So this album for Kendrick, because he's going to play the game. I mean, it's a streaming game we in now. So for a double album, he knows what that's about to do. Like, fam, we've been waiting on you for 5 years, so you can drop a 3-pack and it's going to sell. You can drop a regular album, it's going to sell. So now you tell him you about to possibly drop a double album. Yeah, he playing the game in that aspect, but it is what it is. They call you the boogeyman for a reason, so I'm not mad at that. So like I said, throughout all these 5 years, I've been seeing y'all posting these streams, how much this artist is streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, how many records they breaking. That's cool. Kendrick about to shut all that down with possibly a double album. Even if it's not a double album, I think he's going to still do crazy record-breaking streaming numbers. But I know how I feel about the streaming. Sometimes I feel like, turn a blind eye to what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? If you're really asking me, streaming's cool, but you really don't know who's really moving out here until you go like to their shows or they selling merch or something like that. That's really all you can really go off on because everybody got an opinion about music, man. I mean, you can like it, love it. It's not for you, whatever the case may be. But for the artist, I do think the social media game and the streaming game has kind of made like a blind eye to see who's really out here moving and shaking. You know, so just because you dress nice doesn't mean you really got, a chokehold on the game, like, your Instagram or whatever. making it seems. But back to Kendrick, I'm expecting different flows on this album. It's just ridiculous how crazy bruh can really get on this album, man. Like, I haven't discussed no 5-year wait for an album ever. Like, I think 2 might have been the longest I've been like, yo, okay, bro, time for an album. But 5 years, like I said, Kendrick, I've been waiting for about 2.5, but it's been 5 years since he dropped the album. So I can only imagine different type of bads bro about to get in with this flows and how he raps and how he changes voices up, and it's about to be ridiculous, man. It's really about to be ridiculous. Whenever he is dropping, but whenever he announced a tour, I'm definitely gonna try to make it. You know, I saw him once in 2018 when the whole TDE came to Atlanta. And speaking of that, Lil Baby and Chris Brown going on tour, they coming to Atlanta. Why is that at the Lakewood Amphitheater? I definitely thought that would be like a State Farm Arena. I mean, Chris Brown alone could probably sell out State Farm Arena. Then you throw Lil Baby in there. I mean, that's a certified State Farm Arena show. I don't know why it's at the Lakewood Amphitheater, but it is what it is on that part. But whenever Kendrick comes, I'm definitely going to try to hit his tour up. And like I said, man, I just feel like this is just a reclaiming my throne type of situation he's about to be in with this album, man. I mean, it's been a long time. I mean, he dropped features here and there, but we know what's about to happen, man. We know what's about to happen. I believe this whole 2-album double disc thing just make it a lot more scarier for everybody because, like I said last week, man, it's at a point now in music where you listen to an album and you really, really like it, you start to like negate your own thoughts. You're like, wait a minute, okay, this album is very, very good. But am I tripping or is this album very, very good? So you have those moments. So I think Kendrick, like I said, I'm biased, but I'm gonna listen to it like I listen to everything else. Like if it's not up to what I wanted, I'm gonna come back and say it. If it's everything I wanted, I'm gonna come back and say it. And if it's in the middle, I'm gonna come back and say it. Like I said, I'm gonna have 2 weeks to really listen to it before I come back. Like I said, I got a 2-week break. But all in all, I think Kendrick gonna deliver, man. I think he's gonna deliver. The only thing I'm really trying to really get a feel of is what the production gonna be like. If I can take a guess, y'all know me. I think we're gonna get at least one Alchemist beat. I think we'll get at least one Alchemist beat. Of course, Soundwave. Soundwave is like the in-house TDE producer. He's all on Kendrick's whole discography, so I'm sure Soundwave is going to be on there. And the only other guess I can really do is James Fauntleroy. I just feel like he's going to be on there somewhere. Probably Thundercat too. You know what I'm saying? It's a possibility, but those are the only 3-4 people I can really think of. I'm like, okay, for sure. Soundwave. It's Soundwave for sure. James Fauntleroy probably is a go-to. Alchemist did post when Kendrick announced his album announcement. Alchemist did repost it on his Instagram, so I'm thinking Alchemist probably going to be on there. Features, I'm not sure. Personally, I would love for it just to be just Kendrick, but who knows? But features, there's no telling. I mean, Damn had U2 on there, U2, Rihanna. Like, Damn had a couple features, but for this one, I'm not sure. Like, Baby Keem probably be on there, but other than that, I really don't know. And this possibly can be a way for Kendrick to introduce some PG Lane artists that he has and producers. So we shall see on that. But all in all, man, this weekend, finally, this weekend we have it. Kendrick Lamar's, Mr. Morale and the Bitch Steppers. Possible double disc. I'm recording this at a time where we haven't got it confirmed yet, but if it is, I'll be ecstatic. But I'm just happy we finally getting some Kendrick, man. It's been a minute. I've been waiting. I've been patiently waiting, man. Like I said, seeing everybody tweet about their favorite artists has been like, okay, cool. Like, my people been dropping. Like I said, my people I listen to been feeding me, but this is the one I've been waiting on, especially since I started this podcast. This is the one I've been waiting on. So I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see what Kendrick do, man. Welcome back. So another project I told you I was going to check out, Jack Harlow, Come Home, The Kids Miss You. A project I wouldn't say I've been waiting on or nothing like that. Like I told y'all, people just been telling me in my ear, yo, you should check Jack Harlow out, Been seeing him on social media throughout the past year and a half, I'll say. And when you got albums just dropping week by week, like we finally back in a good little groove when it comes to albums dropping. Like we had Pusha T drop, we had Future drop, Jack Harlow dropped this week. Like I said, Kendrick dropped this week. It's like, okay, cool. Why neglect Jack Harlow when people been telling me, yo, you should probably check him out. You might, you might like it. So decided to give it a shot. Come Home, The Kids Miss You, 15 records, about 45 minutes long. My first overall thought about the album, I'm going to get the negative out the way first. The negative is it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only negative I got, that is not for me. But he's filling the void that I've been asking about for a couple years now. This is a very, very female-friendly album. It's something to where, okay, you having to get together, you playing the Futures, you playing the 2 Chainz, you playing the whoever, you done play play all that, and you just need something. It's like, okay, it's like in the lane of like how Blast do it. Like it's very female friendly. And I've been asking about that. I don't personally have to like it because it's not for me clearly, but it's a very female friendly album. And for me personally, if the females like it, I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna wake up or drive around and play it and listen to it again, but the women like it, hey, cool. I ain't gonna, if somebody put it on, I'm not gonna be like, yo, turn it off if it's some women around, but it's just not for me. But I totally get what he's doing. And that's kind of the only thing about this album I feel like he really dropped the ball at was the Drake song, Churchill Downs, right? And I say that because I'm listening to the album. This is my first time ever, outside of 1 or 2 features, ever listening to Jack Harlow. So I may be totally wrong, and his fans probably hit me like, yo, you all wrong about this. But this is my first time listening to him. So this the gist I got from his music. Female friendly. I'm not mad at that. You know what I'm saying? It's just not for me. And I do want to say, 2019, I was cool with everybody saying that 2019, yo, the R&B, not the R&B, but the female rappers are killing the male rappers. I wasn't mad at that. I mean, we had Meg come out. We had like a lot of female hip-hop artists come out in 2019. But now I'm not on that wave no more. Like, y'all can't trick me. Like, I understand what was going on, but hey, I'm going to be real, man. Like, that's not the case no more. Because a couple weeks ago, when Coachella happened, I saw all the women on all my timelines, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all my timelines. Yo, Meg, new song, got a Lil Kim vibe to it. I think it's called Plan B. All the women reposting it. Yo, I can't wait till Meg drop this. I'm going to learn all the words. It's going to be the summer anthem. Well, Meg dropped it, and I haven't heard a peep about that song since. Like, I don't know what's going on, man, when it comes to that lane, but that's one thing about this Jack Harlow album that I said I like. Like, it's a very female-friendly album. It might not be for me, but if the women like it, cool. So, while listening to this album, by the time I got to Side Piece, I was like, okay, bro, talking heavy to the females. It ain't like on no calling them out their name or nothing. So I was like, okay, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for me. I'm listening to it just because people telling me to listen to it. So I'm like, okay, cool. I see what he got. So I get to the Drake song. And keep in mind, this Drake verse had leaked weeks ago. So I was like, okay, it's still the same song. If I'm Jack Harlow, with the momentum I got right now, the social media, and you at the NBA game, and the referees talking about you at the Met Gala, all the women, all the Spanish women, the black queens, this white dude, Jack Harlow, whoop-de-whoop. If I'm Jack Harlow, I respect him for getting on a record with Drake and rapping. I respect that. You got to salute that. You know what I'm saying? I salute everything about it. It's just not for me, but I got to salute him getting on the track, rapping with Drake on that type of production. I got to salute him. But if I'm Jack Harlow, I'm going to Drake and I'm saying, hey, man, we don't got to copy it, but let's do that thing you and Chris Brown did on No Guidance a couple years ago. If I'm Jack Harlow, that's the lane I'm going to if I got a Drake feature. Yeah, we can rap. I can throw it out. You know what I'm saying? If it leaked, cool, but we got another one in the tuck where we about to set the summer on fire. And this whole album, I'm like, yo, he got very female-friendly songs, so why the song with Drake you want to come on and rap when you know what Drake can do when it comes to summertime anthems? We just saw it a couple years ago with No Guidance. Now, clearly, that's Chris Brown, Drake. we know that, clearly with their history and all that. Like I said it on the podcast when that video dropped, it took me a minute to really realize, like, damn, like these boys never did a video together. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Drake and Chris Brown never did a video together that I know of before No Guidance. So we know what No Guidance did. I went to Farley's. The DJ played No Guidance probably 10 times within the span of 30 minutes. When there was No Guidance at its peak, the DJ at Farley's played that shit about 10 times within 30 minutes. So we know what No Guidance did. So I'm like, yo, if I'm Jack Harlow, cool. Me and Drake, y'all went on like a private beach vacation, whatever together. Y'all got a girl record in there somewhere, dog. Y'all got a girl record. And if I was him, I would throw that shit right on the album. With a whole album being female friendly like this, me and Drake, we dropping a female friendly album. You best believe, a female friendly record. You best believe that. That's really my only knock on the album. That's the one knock I got. Like I said, the records were cool, but it's just not for me. Like I appreciate everybody recommending it, but it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't really the content. It's just not for me. Like I ain't mad at it. If the women love it, cool. It just in that ballpark. Like if he come back in August with an Alchemist beat or something like that, maybe, but it's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate everybody, you know what I'm saying, recommended it. Like I didn't skip. Like I listened to it. Like it was a good listen, but I don't know if it's something I'ma run to, you know what I'm saying, on my daily basis or nothing like that. But the one knock, I will say, Churchill Downs featuring Drake, and it was a cool song, but yo, that definitely could have been like the summertime, you know what I'm saying? Like first time in a couple years we really get to be outside. I said it weeks ago, I'm waiting for the summer anthem. I don't care if it's mainstream, underground, whatever. I'm waiting for the summer anthem, man. I felt like that was a good time for him to be like, okay, this gonna be the one. You got First Class, you got Nail Tech, but this song with Drake, yeah, the girls about to love this one. And I feel like that's where I was like, ooh, if he would have came with something like a No Guidance, oh my God. If he would have did that, that would have held the album down for me the whole time, for real. But salute to everybody who did recommend it, man. I mean, like I said, for me personally, y'all know I'm underground. I'm like the last of a dying breed when it comes to music. I'm underground, but this album, I mean, it's cool to put on when you got like a little function going on. I will say that. And that's why I'm like, okay, it'll serve its purpose. I'm sure it's going to do numbers and all that good stuff. But for me personally, I'm cool with it. I listened to it. I told y'all I was going to listen to it. I listened to it. You know what I'm saying? And what I got from it is, yo, that Drake record should have been the one. It was cool because he's rapping with Drake, but that one should have been the one. That one should have been the one, like, everybody like, yo, y'all heard that Jack Harlow Drake shit? Like, hey, that shit kind of all right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he probably dropped the ball there, but shit, they went on a vacation together, so I'm sure somewhere in that folder, that music folder, him and Drake got a record that's going to be like, okay, this the one you should have had on the album. But if y'all haven't already, man, check it out, man. Come Home, The Kids Miss You, Jack Harlow. We'll see how he does, man. I mean, it's really like he's coming out album, I'll say. People been talking about it for like a past, like I said, year and a half or whatever. But he's comfortable right now. I mean, I'm sure with the analytics and all that, he could do like a college tour. That, I mean, if I'm him, that's what I'm doing. I'm going straight to the college campuses right when they open back up. Because this is definitely like a frat row type of album. You know what I'm saying? It puts me in the mind of how we was for Travis Porter some years ago. That's definitely what it kind of reminds me of, man. Hold on. That what it kind of reminds me of. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like when we had that era, I call it the Molly era. I wasn't on Molly though, but it was the Molly era when everybody in the music was talking about Molly. That 2010 to 2012 era when kickbacks was kickbacks. When you played all the Future, all the 2 Chainz, all the beats produced by Mike Will. And you like, yo, man, it's too many women in here to be playing all this trap. Even though they like the trap music, throw on some Travis Porter or something like that. Something that you know the female is going to like. This is what it kind of reminds me of. If I'm being 100, it's kind of what it reminds me of. Something like, you like, okay, there's too many women in here to be playing all this boom bap and all this trap music. Just throw on something they'll enjoy. Throw on some Blast, then throw on some Jack Harlow. Those two the only two I can really think of making like this female friendly music that I can really think of male artist wise. If I'm missing somebody, please let me know. But that's what this kind of reminds me of. Like I can definitely see him going on like a college campus tour. That's what I'd do if I were his team. Like I understand the arenas and the amphitheaters, but yo, let's do like a little slow burn. Let's go to the college campuses real quick. Let's get these little $20,000, $30,000 bags for these college tours, whatever the case may be, and let's work that first. Let's go to our target audience first. That's what I'm not his target audience. Let's go to your target audience first, then let's move around. You know what I'm saying? And watch what he does too. Like watch what Jack Harlow does too. And they waiting on him. They waiting on him to slip up. You know, and don't be blind to the fact they waiting on him to slip up. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, man, check it out. Jack Harlow, Come Home, The Kids Miss You. About 45 minutes, 15 records, man. It's gonna serve its purpose, man, throughout the summer. Like I said, if you put it on, I ain't gonna be like, yo, turn that shit off. It ain't that. It's just not for me. I'm not his target audience. But he got a bright future, man. He got a bright future. That's definitely what I can say about him. So before I get up out of here, just a quick update with the NBA playoffs. The chart you see right now for my YouTube viewers, the chart you see right now, it's kind of off. I did it kind of early, but for the first game, sticking with the East right now, Miami and Philadelphia. At the time I'm recording this, Philadelphia was able to get one on the board, but Miami still leads 2-1. Joel Embiid came back game 3 in Philly. Didn't have a great game, but like they said, man, you don't have a great game, but as long as your presence is felt, you could probably make something happen. Maxey, man, I spoke on him weeks ago. Maxey definitely came through for Philly. James Harden got to do better, but at the time, I always said that, though. I said, yo, if James Harden don't do what he need to do, Maxey can definitely step up, and that's what he did. 7 of 11, 5 for 6 from 3-point, 21 points. Danny Green stepped up, 7 for 9 from 3, 21 points. Like I said, James Harden, man, he got to do better. 4 for 11, 1 for 7 from 3 points, 17 points. Joel Embiid, 5 for 12, 11 rebounds, 18 points. So they did what they needed to do. Jimmy Butler, man, he was a dog. Could be more efficient, though, man. 12 for 22, 1 for 5 for 3, but he had 33 points. He just didn't have any help. Tyler Hero put in 14 points, but he was from 5 for 15 shooting, 2 for 7 from 3. But Jimmy Butler didn't have any help game 3, and Philadelphia was able to get the victory 99-79. So they was able to put one on the board. So we'll see, man. Like I said, when you go to home court, like they said, when the what's the phrase? The series doesn't start until the home team loses one, and the home team have yet to lose one. So we'll see how that play out. Also, Boston and Milwaukee, they play tonight actually, so their series is still tied 1-1 right now. Chris Middleton still out, couple of injuries, couple people banged up, but they tied 1-1 right now. In the West, Phoenix and Dallas. Dallas was able to get one on the board last night against Phoenix, and tonight we also have Golden State versus Memphis. That series is tied up 1-1 as well. So I'm just keeping y'all updated real quick. Nothing to go deep into right now. You know what I'm saying? We in the second round, the conference semifinals right now. So just giving y'all an update, man. So like I said, with the East at the time, the East, Miami is up in that series 2-1. At the moment, Milwaukee is up on Boston 1-1. Phoenix is up on Dallas 2-1. And Golden State and Memphis are tied right now 1-1.